Hello and welcome back to the fourth race of the season at ISM Raceway, the Ticket Guardian 500. Brad Keselowski, after last week's disappointing finish at Las Vegas, puts this car on pole and up front for the start of this race, a place where he has been very used to this season. Alongside him, the Joe Gibbs car of Denny Hamlin. But let's talk real quick about a qualifying mishap here at the beginning of qualifying number 1. Michael McDowell and three other drivers will be starting in the back here after having to go to backups after this big incident. So our first incident this season in qualifying, DJ Kennington and Michael McDowell will get together down here coming on the back straightaway. Huge hit head on for Kennington. McDowell bounces off into Bubba Wallace, but two more cars collected with Chris Buescher and Corey LaJoie. All four drivers go to backup cars, and that is the end. All four drivers to backup cars. They will be starting this race in the back, 33rd through, or 34th, 35th, 36th, so. And I forgot about the time there, so that is my bad. Brad Keselowski and Denny Hamlin will start us on row 1 as the engines are fired with Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, row 2, Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, row 3, Truex Jr, row 4, Almirola, Kurt Busch, row 5, and Joey Logano stalls on pit road. Issues there for the 22 car. So there's the second half of the pack, and you see the rest of your field, rest of your starting order tick down the line. Joey Logano, issues right away. Him and Ross Chastain will both start this race from pit road. Issues on both of those cars. So that has to be huge heartbreak for Ross Chastain, who's not in this car much longer. And Joey Logano, DJ Kennington, Michael McDowell, Corey LaJoie, Chris Buescher, they're gonna get a few spots gained there. So that's definitely good for them. That inside line's gonna be real stacked up, but it is Keselowski and Hamlin. Starting off row 1, Keselowski, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr. 1st, 3rd, and 7th. Those are the three drivers locked in. 2, the chase so far. Who will be the 4th one here, or can one of those three double up? 63 laps at ISM. We're racing. Green flag is in the air here at the desert. Keselowski with a nice jump. Chase Elliott also gets a pretty good jump. Lines up to the inside of Denny Hamlin. Kyle Larson there as well. Chase Elliott tries to make that car go in as they come off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson on that inside line. Two Chevys fighting two Toyotas. And through the corner, Keselowski will be the race leader. 2x2 up front, 3 wide further back. Kurt Busch making 3 wide. Kevin Harvick making 3 wide. And Keselowski leads lap 1 here at Phoenix. Denny Hamlin into 2nd. He is just about clear Chase Elliott. Chase is going to fight back on that inside though. These guys at Martinsville last year, you know what happened there. Will they fight this hard this time? Chase Elliott has the win this season. Denny Hamlin doesn't. Chase right now fighting for the 2nd position. Johnson and Alex Bowman, you see further back, almost got turned there. Alex Bowman did by Jimmy Johnson. But Denny Hamlin clears into 2nd. Kyle Busch clear into 3rd. Chase Elliott drops to 4th. Larson 5th, and 3 wide further back. Truex to the inside of the 200 cars. Jimmy Johnson's going to put his Lowe's for Pros 48 up in the top 5. Here comes 7 time. Bowman falls to 6th. Truex looking for 7th. Blaney 8th, and then it's a battle between the two Stewart Haas cars, Eric Almirola, Kurt Busch, and James McMurray in the Chip Ganassi number 1. That is your battle for your top 10. Brad Keselowski out in front, looking and hoping that he can finally pull off his 2nd win this season. Right now, holding the strong car over Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch back there in 3rd. A nice Skittles Heat, number 18. It looks very nice and all black, but it has to be hot sitting out here on this 90-degree track. 90-degree temperature today, 105-degree track temp surface, so the grip, these cars should be able to grip a lot, but you see a lot of sliding on these cold tires, especially up the track. But that outside line you're going to see is really going to be a powerhouse here with that grip on the outside. So Keselowski leads Denny Hamlin in 2nd. Hamlin has been up front multiple times this season. Ran strong at Atlanta, not as strong at Vegas. Ran up front though. And right now this Toyota Camry seated in 2nd, trying to chase down Brad Keselowski. Kyle Busch 3rd, Chase Elliott 4th, Alex Bowman 5th. Let's talk real quick about this 88 car of Alex Bowman. In 2016, his last start at Phoenix, taking over the 88 for Dale Earnhardt Jr., he set this car on the pole for the race and led over 200 of the laps en route to a 4th place finish. If Kyle Busch did not get aggressive at the end and Bowman didn't block that far, Matt Kenseth would have made the Final Four, and Alex Bowman probably would have won that race. Bowman had a strong car all day, and right now he's seated in 5th. Nationwide was on the car then, it's on the car now, and it was the same car. He has the same setup that he did for that Phoenix race. They're trying it out on this Camaro here, but enjoying it. And now to the inside, side by side for the 4th position. Bowman, a very strong race car. Hamlin tried to make a move to the inside of Keselowski. It's 1, 2, 3. Keselowski, Hamlin, and Busch have pulled away. We're going to go to the spectator cam, the zoomed out camera that you're going to be able to see the entire 37 cars as they rush down this back straightaway after turn 2. And you see strung out across the back straightaway, but still close enough that these guys will be able to fight. Brad Keselowski out in front with Denny Hamlin 2nd, and Kyle Busch seated 3rd. Right now, the first battle on track is the Hendrick teammates, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman. This 88 car, as we said, was fast, but Chase Elliott just as fast this season. Fast and consistent 2nd place in points after his Atlanta win. Las Vegas, he finished in the top 5. So this number 9 car is looking to actually be a threat this year for a few more wins. Definitely could be a champion by the end. Kyle Larson is fighting on the inside. It's 3 blue and white cars here, so that's got to kind of hurt your eyes there. Don't know who's who, but the credit one, number 42, Kyle Larson, since target left. Credit one had to step up, but this blue and white car has seen success this season. He's been running up front. He's had consistent finishes. Right now, fighting for a top 10 points position. Looking right now as he will move into the 5th position. Kyle Larson's 42 car, very, very fast. Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch. Hamlin drives to about the middle of the front straightaway, trying to block this 18. Him and Kyle Busch, they've been known to fight for this Joe Gibbs team. These two always side by side when they are, and they don't give up anything. Some other teammates might let their faster car by, but these guys both think they're faster, and they both want to catch Keselowski. But that is what Keselowski likes to see, these two side by side for that 2nd position, letting Keselowski have a little bit of breathing room. And if he wants, if I was Brad, maybe just save a little bit of your equipment for the end here. Long race left, 12 laps in, 12 of 63 in here, and Keselowski out in front. Martin Truex Jr., your Las Vegas winner, who stole that one away from Brad Keselowski. Truex right now in the 6th position to the inside of Chase Elliott. As the Hendrick cars, you see Chase Elliott, Johnson, Bowman just ahead, 5th, 6th, and 8th across the line there. Very strong. William Byron back outside of the top 15. Martin Truex Jr., though, he is the only one of the 3 race winners not in the top 3 in points. He is seated 8th in the regular season points after some disappointing finish at Daytona that really cost him some points, and Atlanta was not a strong top 10 car. Right now, the 78 car, 8th in points with the win last week, puts him into the chase, looking to repeat what he did last season. 8 wins in 2017, 1 win so far here. Eric Almirola with his new team right now seated in 9th for Stuart Haas, his brand new team. Really enjoying this. He is in the top 16 in points, right now seated in the chase, and obviously with how he runs could easily pull off a victory. Right now back up front, Brad Keselowski is holding it 5 cars single file. It's Brad Keselowski all alone out in front. Has a 3 car length advantage over Hamlin, who has a 2 car length advantage over Kyle Busch, who has Kyle Larson breathing right down his neck. So these guys in this hot Phoenix sun, how are they going to do? The tires getting overheated? Will they lose too much grip? Will they gain too much grip and just head you straight into the wall? These tire temps could easily cause some tire blowouts, so these guys are going to have to manage that all race long. Denny Hamlin in 2nd. Now he's trying to gain on Keselowski. Let's take a look back here. Battle for 3rd. Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch. Larson in that credit 142. He's going to try to look. Getting up there. Gets into the back bumper of Busch. You see Busch just push it to the outside. That outside line's very good with the run off the corner. He's going to keep that 3rd place position over Kyle Larson. Gain about a car length on him. And right now, all the way back, the first battle on track, now back for 15th, Paul Menard, Kurt Busch. Menard's going to take it, just Busch right into the back bumper of him though, so. Right now, a pretty calm race as you see single file. The first 15, now the first 18 spots. Logano and Busch start battling, but up front now Kyle Larson diving to the inside of Kyle Busch. That's going to be a third position there. The two drivers, Logano and Ross Chastain. Chastain did not make the start of this race, so a mechanical failure on the Premium Motorsports 15 will cost him everything. He will finish 37th. Joey Logano, you see, is 3 laps down in the 36th position, so Joey Logano is really going to be hurt in this race. Keselowski, though, out in front. Hamlin in second. Kyle Busch third. Larson fourth. Do not count this 2-car out all day, and he's telling these guys that Las Vegas was supposed to be his. He's coming here to Phoenix, and I think he's going to try to take his anger out by winning this race. A dominant car has led all 19 laps so far. Here, Denny Hamlin, the only car to really touch him, and I believe this 2-car, we'll be able to see him in victory lane for the second time this year. After this race, Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch still going at it for the third position. These two pretty much Xfinity and Cup rivals. Back in 2015, they fought hard for positions and for spots. And of course, Larson being a top-tier driver now with wins, with championship caliber runs, he's going to be a threat to Kyle Busch every week they come out to the track. Way back here, Kevin Harvick, 9-time winner here at the ISM Raceway. A few times he won this race, 2016 in the closest finish here against Carl Edwards. Right now you see him, he's working for 7th on Jimmy Johnson. This 4-car started pretty far back in the 16th position. Right now he has gained half of that. That is for the 8th position there. So Harvick really on the move. Could he be the threat coming from the back that no one counted on? Yet this race, Johnson's going to dive back to the inside of him, so some battling between two champions here. 2014 champion Kevin Harvick, 7th-time, and 2016 champion Jimmy Johnson. Harvick now going to just pull away from that 48 car, now has its sights set on Bowman, Truex, and Chase Elliott. Let's go ahead, 22 laps in, let's go ahead through the field. Brad Keselowski, the race leader, in this number 2 Alliance Auto Part, Truck Part, Penske Ford, has led all 22 laps here, and of course we keep mentioning it. Las Vegas was the race that he was supposed to win. The lap traffic of Matt Benedetto, who after the race had a $25,000 penalty with 20 bonus points ticked off of that 32 car, or 20 points ticked off of that 32 car for intentionally blocking in the race. So Matt Benedetto, the slow car, he will lose a lot of points. That 32 team. Right now, Keselowski out in front. He knows he has a fast car, but he just has to worry about this number 11 as Hamlin is closing the gap on that 2-car lap after lap. Hamlin has not gotten a win yet this season, and Joe Gibbs Racing has been close. Kyle Busch with the 2nd place at Atlanta, but other than that, not really battling for wins the entire race. Right now, Denny, though, however, is on his way to a possible top 5 if he can hang on, but pit stops will definitely be big for this 11 team. Back in 3rd, Kyle Busch has to deal with this nagging 42 of Kyle Larson. Busch right now has been holding him off on this outside line, and he loves it. 2nd place at Atlanta, was looking for a top 5 run at Las Vegas before he encountered some trouble, as now he's going to lose that 3rd spot to Kyle Larson. Busch is hoping that he should be able to get a win. If not here, it'll be a while, but this 18 car really struggling now, that outside line taking his tire wear down. Kyle Larson, he finally cleared that 18 car, but now he is just about half a second behind the top 2 race leaders. Larson's credit one, Chip Ganassi, Chevy has never won on a track smaller than 1.5 miles. Of course, this is a mile-long track. Larson said his car is fast, but he does not know if he'll be able to catch that 11 and 2, especially with Brad Keselowski's lap times that he's been putting down all weekend long. In 5th, Alex Bowman, the driver who almost pulled the upset in 2016 in the chase race there. He's right now battling for his actual championship in the 5th position, a strong season so far. qualified in the top 10 today, qualified in the top 10 in Atlanta. This 88 team is trying to show that Bowman should stay here on Hendrick, and that's what he's doing right now, the top running Hendrick driver. Kevin Harvick has gained 10 spots in the last 28 laps. This Ford car, very strong, always the biggest threat you could see at Phoenix, and especially from 16th to 6th in 28 laps. Those guys up front better be warned. This Ford car has put down the fastest lap. The last five laps, he put down 2 of the fastest laps out of those 5. So Harvick is really pushing the limit, trying to get to the front, and pit stops might be able to help him there as he's going to move on Bowman. In 7th, Chase Elliott got his first career win at Atlanta earlier this season, and he's just been on a tear. Daytona, a strong finish. The duels he was up front at, and Las Vegas he finished with the top 5, second in points only to the dominant Brad Keselowski, with that number 2 car just pulling away this entire season. This 9 team is looking to keep the ball rolling, right now sitting outside of the top 5, as the battle in front of him is for 5th between Harvick and Bowman. Chase wants to get that 9 car up in that top 5. Truex, who was able to steal the win last week from Brad Keselowski based off of the lap traffic, he's seated in the 8th position. The 5-Hour Energy 78 finally has a full year sponsorship. They do not have to have the Denver mattress on there anymore for this 2017 Cup champion. Can he repeat is the question. He had 8 wins last season, already has 1 this season in the first 3 races. Could he do it here? But really just seated inside the top 10, he's enjoying his ride nonetheless. In 9th, Eric Almirola in his 4th race for Stewart-Haas, and he's still performing at a top tier level. Danica Patrick, of course, at the end of the 2017 season announced her retirement, and really this is just showing what the 10 team could do without the woman of the sport slowing that team down. Eric Almirola right now 9th. He has been steamrolling the field and has been putting down career high finishes at all of these tracks. A great season so far for the 10 team. Hoping he could continue this into the chase. And finally, 7-time seated in 10th position, Johnson right now 3rd highest running Hendrick car, and that's a lot to say about Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman there. Both star young drivers who will have to take over the Hendrick role after Johnson leaves. Lowe's for pros. This is the last season of the Lowe's car. Lowe's is going to sponsor this 48 team, so of course Johnson wants to show what he's made of. An 8th championship would be amazing for this Lowe's team, but right now he has to think about just making it there. Has not been able to win a race yet this season, but still only 3 races in. This being the 4th one, Johnson has no worries about his future. And now into lap traffic they go. Denny Hamlin has made the pass on Kyle Larson for the race lead. Brad Keselowski, sorry. Hamlin's in front, Larson 2nd, Keselowski back to 3rd, Kyle Busch 4th, Kevin Harvick is up into 5th and hunting these guys down. This 4 car is on fire. Hamlin, Larson. There it is. Battle for the race lead right now. And here comes Larson. He's going to use that outside line to his advantage, trying to get around, but Timmy Hill's going to be used as a pick there by Denny Hamlin. Larson's going to have to be dropped. And right now in the last position on the lead, this is battle for 35th, DJ Kennington, Craig Alden. Kennington this is his backup car. They're just trying to keep his car good. This is his Martinsville car that they had to bring out from their shop. So if he crashes this, it's going to be something bad for Martinsville. Right now Hamlin, he's going to duck it down pit road. He brings it down. Kyle Larson is going to go on around. Larson's going to stay out. So Hamlin ducks in. Kyle Larson, this will be his first lap lead here. Now Larson leads it. Keselowski into 2nd as everyone else. Pit stops underway. 38 laps in. 38 to 63. That is easily over halfway. Just over halfway. So these guys should be able to make it to the end on their fuel and tires. Keselowski's now going to bring that number 2 in. Kevin Harvick brings his number 4 in. And Kyle Larson going to stay out a couple extra laps. 2 more laps than Denny Hamlin. Going to be 1 more than Keselowski. So can the Credit One Bank 42 hang on and win this race? Why not? You see everyone coming out. Greg Galding, the only other car, stayed out with him. It looks like Joey Logano staying out as well. I mean, that is Logano. Oh, and Almirola is going to get dumped by Kyle Larson. Larson tries to get down pit road. Caution is out. And Eric Almirola into the wall. Huge impact there for Almirola. Larson dives it down pit road. He's going to lead him across the line. A huge impact there for that 10 car. And this will trap a lot of drivers. This should trap a lot of drivers one lap down. Keselowski and Harvick, I believe, will stay on the lead lap. But Eric Almirola straight dumped by the 42 car as he came out of pit road. And that should possibly be a penalty on that 42 car. That is such rough driving. There, of course, we will have to see. There was no caution for it? Yeah, there was. Okay. And more impact. Jamie McMurray, Daniel Suarez, Ryan Blaney get together in a caution. Jimmy Johnson and DJ Kennington in his backup car from Martinsville. Now they're going to have to try to repair that car. Jeffrey Earnhardt involved. Jamie McMurray, Eric Almirola, many cars damaged. Suarez, this is a second impact. Second crash, so pit stops end in a wild mess of sheet metal. Right now your race leader is not Kyle Larson. The driver in that race lead, William Byron. So Byron's going to get a lap led there. So this could really work out in the favor of the young rookie. Let's go ahead and see what happened on this multiple. Ooh, Johnson and Boyer are a little upset at each other. I don't know why. Possibly caused damage there. Johnson with heavy damage to the front and rear. So a crazy turn of events after pit stops here with 24 laps to go. We'll get you guys to what happened to bring out this caution. You guys help me be the judge. Eric Almirola comes out. Kyle Larson just drives straight in the back of that 10 car and dumps that 10 car. So you guys have to be the judge here. Should we dish out a 20-point penalty there to the 42 for rough driving? Or was that just a racing incident? Let me know down in the comments below. So I guess we'll have to have a talk with race control to see what happened there. But a huge hit there for Kyle Larson, or for Eric Almirola. On board with Kyle Larson here, let's take a look and see what the steering wheel does when Eric Almirola comes up. He comes up and look at that, turns that 10 car. His steering wheel turned dead left to take out that 10 car. So I don't know what you guys want to say about Larson here, but that could be some it's not championship implications, but race implications, especially those Stewart Haas cars have to be getting on his nerves now. The second thing here, Jeffrey Earnhardt merges up. Suarez comes flying in and just runs straight into the back of Earnhardt. So I don't know what that one was for. He rolls down right into McMurray. Blaney just flies in. So 2 weeks in a row, Suarez with multiple heavy impacts. McMurray there as well. Now let's go up here. What happened? Jimmy Johnson comes in. Boyer, yeah, that's why Johnson was mad at Boyer. Boyer just flies in, hits that 48 car, and then DJ Kennington gets ran in the back too by Jeffrey Earnhardt. So crazy, wild racing here on that restart. And it looks like a lot of drivers are very mad at each other. So that impact Johnson had with Boyer had to be rightly deserved when they came back to take that caution. So going back racing here with the rules, there will be a bunch of lap cars pretty much trapped at the tail end of the lead lap. Kyle Larson is your race leader. Second, Denny Hamlin. Third, Brad Keselowski. Fourth, Kevin Harvick. Fifth, Chase Kyle Busch. Sixth, Chase Elliott. Seventh, Martin Truex. Eighth, Kurt Busch. Ninth, Eric Jones. 10th, William Byron. Then Bowman, Menard, Stenhouse, Bain, Newman, and the rest you can see there all the way back to Larson on this lead lap. Drivers, a lot of drivers taking it out of the race. Eric Almirola, of course. So again, please help me decide what to do with Kyle Larson there, because he turned left. That could be a penalty, at least a 20-point penalty, maybe even on probation by NASCAR there. But Eric Almirola, DJ Kennington Jeffrey Earnhardt, Jimmy Mack, Daniel Suarez, Ryan Blaney all take their cars out with Jimmy Johnson and Clint Boyer. They were parked by NASCAR for rough driving. Green flag is back in the air here with not a lot of laps left. 44 to 63, we got 20 to go. Larson dives to the inside. He's getting around Buescher, getting around to Benedetto. McDowell's between them. You see Kyle Busch and Martin Truex getting aggressive. Those cars flying off of the corner. Right now, Kyle Larson out in front. Denny Hamlin in second. Denny Hamlin into second. Keselowski fighting for third. 3 wide with the lap cars for the back. Right now, Kyle Larson trying to lead this race. He is still out in front in that Credit 1 Camaro. Allmendinger, he comes right down on AJ Allmendinger. Denny Hamlin in second. Denny Hamlin now into second. And now McDowell's going to hold him up. Busch. Oh, and Truex, Keselowski, Chris Buescher into the outside wall. Race winners this season, Keselowski, Martin Truex, both into the outside wall. That's going to bring the caution back out. Larson has cleared everyone, but 17 cars. Trevor Bayne, Corey LaJoie, Ryan Newman, Austin Dillon, Ricky Stenhouse, Paul Menard, Alex Bowman, all going to get back on the lead lap. But a wacky incident here, and there has just been, this race has been turned up to 11 now. Drivers just not being patient anymore with lap traffic or each other. So Kyle Larson will be your race leader, and it was a 3-car incident. Martin Truex Jr., Chris Buescher, and Brad Keselowski. I think it was off of the nose of Kevin Harvick. So that could be major implications here. So drivers throughout this field just getting crashed and smashed into that outside wall. Let's go ahead and bring you a replay of this caution. So they're all stacking up. Truex is in the middle, is on the bottom. He just comes up the track, nowhere for Keselowski or Harvick to go, and really that was more Martin Truex's fault than anyone. He did not give any room on that inside line. So Martin Truex Jr., Brad Keselowski, 2 top drivers, and Brad Keselowski especially, probably the fastest driver this whole weekend, fastest in both of the qualifying sessions. He's going to have damage here as he tries to catch back up to the field and get you guys back to the green flag. So under caution here, Kyle Larson has been pulled down pit road. He goes down pit road. So that will most likely take him his win away. Denny Hamlin out in front, Kyle Busch second, Harvick third, Jones 4th, Chase Elliott 5th, Byron 6th, Busch 7th, Keselowski 8th, Truex 9th, Alex Bowman 10th. And something amiss on that 42 car. That has to be karma. By that 10 car, green flag back in the air, and the lap cars are all over the place. They're going 3 wide on Greg Galding, 4 wide almost in front of these leaders, so that could be dangerous. Now back 3 wide, Bubba Wallace shuffled 3 wide, Denny Hamlin shuffled into the middle. McDowell and Bubba Wallace making contact there. Kevin Harvick, here comes that 4 car. He's going to make a move up the middle here. Lap traffic is so thick right now. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, they're trying to get through. Bubba Wallace sent up into that 11 car. And here comes Harvick, battle for the race lead. Eric Jones gets turned to the bottom of the track. What a save by that 20 car. Timmy Hill from the bottom of the track all the way up. Caution's going to be out, and it's a 3-car battle for the race lead. Those lap cars are going to help Kevin Harvick almost turn him. But Harvick out in front. Eric Jones steals it into second on his Joe Gibbs teammates. But now he's going to get turned into the wall. Kyle Busch and AJ Allmendinger up the track. And Allmendinger's stuck on that outside wall. Huge hits here. Kyle Larson. Larson, I believe, is still on the lead lap. Newman, Trevor Bayne, heavy contact. Alex Bowman in it. Timmy Hill. Corey LaJoie, who is on his way to a top 15 place finish. 21 cars will now be on the lead lap. But Kevin Harvick now. Issues there. And Denny Hamlin gets turned once again in front of the field. Tempers and patience running thin here. In the hot desert, these guys, is there dehydration or something? Because everyone is just getting into everyone here. 3 teammates, Jones and Busch got into a little shoving match with Jones, turned them all into the wall. So major incidents here. Denny Hamlin and Austin Dillon look like they're getting into it now. Kyle Larson, 13th. He is still on the lead lap, so still has a shot at the win. But it's going to be harder for him now as we're going to be down under 10 to go. which will mean there will be 2 lap cars between the Kevin Harvick and the field. But let's go ahead and see what in the heck is happening here at the end of this race. Real quick here, at the end of this race, Kyle Busch, Eric Jones are just going to push into each other, and he just runs into the back. Allmendinger, that's heartbreak for him, Gray Gaulding as well, but Jones and Busch started shoving into each other. Busch pushed that 20 car down the track and just hooked them, and they all get into the wall, so big incidents there that's going to take out everyone possibly for this team. And Denny Hamlin up here. Denny Hamlin driving on up. Eric Jones gonna come on up, just spins that 11 car out. So you see tempers are flaring here, even between teammates. And now what actually happened? They're all just stacked up here. Timmy Hill off of the corner. You see the great save by them up there. He hits that inside wall right back up into Logano. Bowman, Newman, Bain, LaJoy, and they scatter down the back straightaway here at Phoenix. So heavy impacts by a lot of cars here. Let's go on board actually with Corey LaJoy. So on board with the 72 car, he was inside the top 20, looking for a top 15. Everyone's just going to scatter now. Timmy Hill hits the inside wall, and you just see flies up nowhere for anyone to go. And that's going to take out about another 5 cars. Logano, 3 laps down, his day just keeps getting worse. But a lot of cars destroyed here at Phoenix. Going back racing, this time by 8 to go. Kevin Harvick leads now. He started 16th. You see Eric Jones, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Joe Gibbs cars. They're gonna have Bubba Wallace, Gray Gaulding between them. Can any of these guys get it? Can Eric Jones pull off his first win? That could be great for that 20 team. Then 5th is Chase Elliott. Back to 6th is Keselowski. 7th Byron. 8th Stenhouse. 9th Busch. 10th Truex. Kyle Larson sits 13th. And you see only 18 cars left on the field. Harvick has the buffer, and he has the better car than the 3 damaged ones behind him. Green flag back in the air here at Phoenix. Can Harvick go for his 10th? Back for 2nd, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin. They split Jones 3 wide there. Jones drops all the way to 2nd. DiBenedetto into the wall. Up on the wall. Up and over Hamlin. If he can clear Gaulding, that's going to be 1 less car to battle on this restart. And they're definitely going to clear Gray Gaulding. Not what Harvick wants to see. They're going to have a bit of time left. Bubba Wallace will be between them, but Hamlin will get clear. And Chase Elliott will be up in 4th, but no caution, no caution. Somehow DiBenedetto, he's going to make it back around. His day going to be done. Chris Buescher as well, but coming down the back straightaway. 57, coming to lap 58 of 63, 6 to go here. Denny Hamlin now to the inside of Bubba Wallace. These two had it out for each other in 2018. After Daytona, what are they going to do now? Chase Elliott clear into 3rd, Busch 4th, William Byron, where was he all day for Hendrick? He's up in the top 5. Keselowski 6th, Stenhouse 7th, Busch 8th. Larson back up to 9th. Larson has brand new tires on that 42. He's trying to get up there at the end. And Kevin Harvick is just walking away with this thing. Bubba Wallace making it easy. Now this, just to clarify, this 43 will not be penalized as he is up to speed. And he is not slowing these guys down about 40 miles an hour and not getting out of their way. He gave Hamlin a groove. Hamlin now clear into 2nd. He just has to chase down Kevin Harvick. Chase Elliott might be the only car without damage that could chase him down. That 9 car very fast right now. He's going to make short work of Bubba Wallace. 4 laps to go though. Harvick out in front. Hamlin 2nd. Chase Elliott 3rd. Kevin Harvick, he's done so well at Phoenix. He is nicknamed the closer just because of how he finishes off races. He was not up front. He was not up front until pit stops. After pit stops, he got to 4th, and now with the bickering between teammates, rivals, drivers, really thinning out the field. You see Kyle Larson now into 7th. If this was in about another 10 laps, this could just be like Atlanta, and Harvick would be passed by a car with fresher tires. There's not enough time for Kyle Larson to get up there and win this race without an incident happening for any of these cars. So coming to 2 to go this time by for Kevin Harvick at Phoenix. Down in the corner, down in turn number 3, you see Chase Elliott is fighting Denny Hamlin. That's for the 2nd position. William Byron looking for a top 5 run. Kyle Larson is there in that 42 car. He's doing everything he can to get back up front. And now Chase Elliott is going to have the battle for 2nd. 2 laps to go at Phoenix. It's pretty much Kevin Harvick's race to lose here. There's Harvick. There's those two. So Harvick has the big run. Chase Elliott knows. These guys know that they're not going to be able to catch that 4 car. Coming to the white flag. Chase Elliott versus Hamlin behind. But Kevin Harvick's going to have 1 lap to do it. White flag sponsored by Credit One. Harvick, he started 16th here. Everyone knew the closer would have a shot at Phoenix. They didn't know how he'd win it. The lap traffic on that restart really helped him. No caution is what's going to give him this win here at the end. But Kevin Harvick consistently fast all day. Consistent at Phoenix. Caution is out. But it doesn't matter. They race it to the line. Kevin Harvick, your winner at Phoenix. Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, and Keselowski, your top 5. Everyone else left to race it across the line. What happened here at the end? Looks like possibly Greg Galding just into the outside wall. Spin there, but it will be Kevin Harvick pulling off the win at the track he's won at so many times. He's going to put himself into the chase once again here at Phoenix. Thank you guys for watching an incredible race. I will get you the Greg Galding incident after we go off the air, as soon as this outro is over. Kevin Harvick, Happy Harvick wins it, and Denny Hamlin will come up short once again for a race. Thank you guys for watching it, the crazy race here at Phoenix. We'll see you guys next time.